starting a live video. Huh?
You need a background.
I have a banner upstairs. Hello, hello. I have a Tupperware banner upstairs. Hmm? No, it's all right. They'll be fine. Hello, hello. Go with Daddy. Hello, hello. When you sign on, please say hello so I know you can hear me and that everything looks good tonight. Hello, Leah. Hello, Patty. So glad to have you with me tonight. I'm going to give everybody just a second. I know there's usually a delay in the live and all of that good stuff. So give everybody just a second to sign on. This is Sunday's version of TupperTime with Traci, and we are making dinner tonight, and I'm excited to have you with me. I am going to focus tonight on the stack cooker. Hello, Rachel. The stack cooker is my absolute favorite item of all time, and tonight I'm going to show you guys how I stack. We're going to do a chicken, potato, and then an apple crisp. And we are going to stack it and put it all together, throw it in the microwave, and have some dinner tonight. So, but I am going to show you the lots of other products. I'm going to show you the mandolin. Probably won't go into huge, long detail on the mandolin. That is one that could probably be handled all in one demo. And I really, really want to learn more about the mandolin. My business leaders did a Cooking with the McDees this last Thursday, and Brian did a crazy awesome job on explaining the mandolin. And honestly, I probably could go back and watch that over and over to learn, because he did a crazy awesome job. So I'm going to get better at the mandolin and give you more tips and tricks with it. But for tonight, we're just going to get the potatoes done so we can get them in the stack cooker and get them all ready to roll. And then I'm going to do just chicken breast in the bottom with some seasoning, some butter, just real easy. And then on the top, an apple crisp. And it will take, the apple crisp tends to take 8 to 10 minutes. And then the rest of it, I do about the 10-minute mark. So I'll probably put it in for the 8 minutes. We'll start doing some stuff and see if we can maybe talk about some product. If it is looking to be a really long time, then I won't hold you on here. And of course, I always show you the final product at the end. So let's talk about the mandolin really quick. I want to give you just some broad stuff. The really cool thing about the mandolin is it creates 8 different shapes. It does slices, sticks, diamonds, waffles, cubes, julienne, crinkle slices, and crinkle slices. Oh, wait. Crinkle slices and crinkle sticks. I'm not exactly sure how to do all of those, but we're going to do, I believe we're going to do sticks. I think that's probably what I'll set it on and just have some, not home fries, but where I'm going to do them, we're going to put butter and a bunch of seasonings and that type of thing, and do them in the stack cooker along with the chicken. It includes 2 different blades, so it does come on with the actual blade that it uses, but then it comes with an extra blade that is housed right on the back, and it has a guard, and this is the one that does, if you can see, it has the crinkles to it. This is the one that does your waffles, it does your crinkles, that type of thing. And it is in its own little guard, and it fits right on the back. I always have a hard time putting this thing back on. Let's see. All right. I'll put that to the side for now. And then it has the no-slip foot, so you just pull it right on out. On the side, it has different settings. So we've got a lock where you can lock it down and make sure that we're not doing anything that can harm you at the time. But then you've got the different levels of the blade. And the different levels of the blade go according to kind of what you're interested in. Okay, so we are going to do, I'm going to do sticks. just because they're easy. And it depends on the thickness. I'm going to do them kind of thick. So I'm going to set them at a 6. And then, as you can see, it went down. I don't know if you can see that, to where it's got the blade sticking out now. But I'm now going to also open up. I think that's to a 6 too. Yeah. Then I'm also going to bring the other blade. See that other blade right here in the middle? And that is what's going to make your sticks. Now, Brian was doing them all kind of crazy, awesome forms, and I'm not that versed in all of it. So we're going to do just basic ones tonight to ensure that I can actually get dinner cooked. So that's just way easier for me. So it does have the 2, and it is dishwasher safe. Now, the only thing that I like to say when it comes to the dishwasher and anything metal, you want to be super, super careful, because a lot of the dishwashing liquid that you use or the tabs, it can be corrosive. And so you want to be careful at putting anything metal. So I won't lie, I don't put the mandolin in there just because of the blade. Now I put the parts that I can pop out, I'll hand wash. The other, I hand wash as much as I can, or I put it in the top of the dishwasher, just so you're not getting inundated with too much of the craziness. Anyway, it is dishwasher safe, so you can do it in the dishwasher. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my Universal Chef knife, which I absolutely love. This is one of the first ones that I ever got. It is extremely sharp, and we do have a sharpener, but I have never had to sharpen my knife. And I use this quite a bit, actually. I have this one and one other one. It's a serrated one that I use quite a bit. The other one is a little smaller and a little easier to handle. This one I do a lot with our chickens and that type of thing, or if I'm cutting big potatoes or that type of thing. So I love it. It comes with a sheath so that you can keep yourself protected and you don't end up hurting yourself. And I've already pre-washed my potatoes, so they are washed. I'm not forgetting to wash those. And I'm going to just basically cut these in half so that they fit into the guard, because the mandolin has a guard just like this. And you put your product in here. See, there's little teeth. I don't know if you can see that. See the little teeth in there. And typically you put it right in like that. You see? There we go. And then the magic of the mandolin. You just go down, down, down. No more. Awesome. And now we have, let's see if I can show you guys. I have freshly cut sticks. And that, let me get a bowl to stick those in. That is going to be kind of our home fries. Very, very simple. What you saw was all it took. We do have a Speedy Mando, and the Speedy Mando is a smaller version of the mandolin. It, however, does one cut. It's very basic, and it doesn't do this stick cut. It just does the plain old normal like scallop cut. That's pretty much it. There we go. More sticks. And that was the other half of my potato. I just cut it in half. And then what I do is I put this side down on my cutting board. And then I fit the guard just like that. And then it fits right onto, I'm hoping you guys can see. Let me see if I can raise it up. It fits right on, and you just go down. That's one. 2, 3, 4. All right. And there we go. Lots of sticks. I like the skins, so I leave the skins on. That is just a preference. You can do it either way. It really doesn't matter which way you do it. Oop, I got this other one. All right, let's try it again. And you guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I may not be able to see them right away, but I will always, like always, go back and answer anything that you have. Here we go. All right, let's do one more small one. Put that potato to the side. Put the guard on. And again, it's right in there. And I'm going to pull out that stack cooker in just a second and show you how we're going to do the stack cooker. We're going to start loading that up. And the last piece right here on. Awesome. All right, super simple. Put that to the side for right now. And I'll show you all of those amazing sticks. Look at those sticks. So super simple. And now we are good to go. All right. So I'll put those to the side for just a second. And next I'm going to pull out the chicken. And let's talk about the stack cooker. Okay. Like I said, the stack cooker is probably my ultimate favorite of all time. Oh, yes. Rosemary. Hello, Rosemary. Welcome. For French fries, actually, yes. The way that I saw, I don't know if you got on early when I was telling you that I'm not that versed with the mandolin, but the way that I understood, and I'm going to show you with this potato. We'll try that. What you would do is, what I've been told is that you would cut your potato long ways so that they're longer, because these are just shorter French fries. And I believe we would raise that to locked. So now the main blade is gone. Okay. Oh, wait, you can't do that. Because you've got to have the other. I said, boo-boo. Yes, let's try that. I've never done these, so we're learning together. Let's put that back out. But I do know that you cut your potato long ways. So I do know that part, because that gets you a longer piece. So put it on like that. Let's try it together. Y'all excited? I know I'm excited. I'm glad you asked. Oops. What did it do? Look! Oops, let's not fall off there. Now we have French fries. So is that, Rosemary, is that what you were looking for? Is a French fry? Let me know, because that is super cool. And then you could drop those in your air fryer. You could stick them on the stove and fry them in a low grease heat. Brian did that, and I need to take notes on how he did that, because I've never done it before. So yes, you would do it just long ways. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad, because I've never actually done that before. So I'm glad we were able to do that together. So you do it long ways. And the setting, Rosemary, were you the one that ordered the mandolin in the party? I couldn't remember. I knew it was one or the other. So what the setting that I did that on is, you have your straight blade, you have the ones here up, and I have it set on 6 and 9. 6 and 9 on the side. So 6 here and 9 here. So I will be totally excited to hear how you like it. And hopefully, if you do it in an air fryer, let me know how it goes. I have an air fryer and we don't use it that much because I'm not very good at it. So I would love to learn how to make that happen. Hey, everybody who's signing on, please say hello when you get on. I'd love to hear from you. So I'd be really excited to hear how that goes. So awesome. All right, so that takes care of our fries for our potatoes for right now. Let's go on to the chicken. Now, first of all, let's talk about the stack cooker. Like I said, you don't use yours either. I have this great one that my mom gave me, and I've tried it, and I don't know. I got it right one time, and then I did some tater tots, and those turned out pretty good. But one time I did the fries, and boy, did I just totally mess them up. So I haven't quite got the whole how that works. And they're supposed to be way more healthier than doing it a regular fryer, because you're not using the oils. So that's kind of exciting, but I've just never gotten the hang of it. So one of these days, I hope that I'll be able to pull that off. Okay, so before we go any further, I want to talk about the stack cooker. Now, my stack cooker, if you guys have been around me at all, you know it is the thing I talk about. And this is what we have out right now. It's the wrong color. I have not been blessed to get the new color yet. The new color is a beautiful it's like a peacock, I want to say, color. And it is so beautiful. You can actually see through it, which is one of the features. Hey, Patricia, that's okay. You made it. Hey, we haven't hardly even started. I just did the mandolin, which I think you've seen before. So, the thing about the new color that I absolutely adore, and I can't wait to get one, is that the new feature is they've made it see-through, so you can actually see the cooking of what's going on inside as you put it in as it does its thing in the microwave. So that's very cool. This one is a beautiful blue, and I absolutely, like I said, I don't know what I would do without my stack cooker. You can do single dishes, so it comes with multiple pieces. So let me tell you about the multiple pieces first. The first piece is the bottom, which is a 3-quart. Or better known as a 12-cup size. That's the bottom piece. Okay. Then we have a middle layer, and the middle layer is solid. Okay. A lot of you guys have seen me use the colander, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Both the colander and this piece that I'm going to use tonight are both 7 cups. They're 1 3/4 quarts. So that's a 7-cup size. And this one is the colander. So as you can see, it has the holes in the bottom. I use this when I do ground beef in the microwave. Yes, for those of you who have never been here with me before, you can brown ground beef in your microwave. Total reason to buy it right there. I'm sorry. I'm not standing over a hot stove. I'm not trying to stand there and brown the ground beef. And then I'm not letting it sit and brown in all of its gunk. It comes right off into the bottom. It's amazing. I do it a lot. You'll see it in another live, I'm sure, or you can go to YouTube and see my videos because I load all my videos up to there. There's one, I'm sure, where I'm doing the ground beef. But I absolutely love it. So that's what I typically do that with this. Or you can steam things as well. So if you're doing like veggies in the bottom, whether they're frozen or fresh, you can do them in the bottom and then maybe do a fish in the middle, but do it in the colander so that the veggies will then steam up. You can do some steaming that way by using the colander. But tonight, I am not using the colander. Tonight, I'm going to use the solid one. Then it also comes with a cone. The cone is used when you bake. You heard me correct. I said bake in the microwave, and it doesn't turn out rubbery. You use the cone, you put it right in the middle, there is, see if you can see it. If you can see, there is a raised little indention piece right there in the bottom. This cone fits right onto there. So it sits just like that. That's awesome. So what you can do is you can do a full-size cake, like a bundt cake, in under 9 minutes. Super simple. You use like a cake mix, and there's tons of them out there where you just throw a can of soda in there and you're good to go. I've never tried one. I've just done a regular cake mix and did it like the box. But we have these really cool recipes out that calls for a certain cake mix and a certain can of soda, and you throw it in, put it in for 9 minutes, and you're good to go. I'll have to try that sometime because I think it sounds really easy and great. Just never tried one. But there's like, I want to say there's like half a dozen to a dozen different versions in and out that you can do. So in the bottom, you can actually bake a cake. Then you also have the cover. And I say that it's a cover because it is a cover. It is not a seal. You know that we refer to our lids as seals because they do seal. Typically, and this does come with airtight and liquid tight seals that go on both of these pieces. This is just a cover, and it can be either a cover or it can be, as we're going to do tonight, an additional layer. This is actually 3 cups in this top piece. And so it can then handle its own layer, and that's where we're going to do our crisp. So then I'm going to use all 3 layers and cook a full meal in about 15 minutes. You heard me right, in about 15 minutes, all 3 layers. So I'm kind of excited. I haven't done it I haven't stack cooked in a while. Usually I use just the pieces. So I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is on the bottom, I'm going to put my chicken. And all I'm doing, you can use any kind of chicken you want. These are just plain old Tyson. I know I'm not supposed to use brands, but just plain old chicken breasts. Nothing special, just regular chicken breasts right out the package. And I'm just putting them right in the bottom. Wow, that's a good size one. And there's 3 in here, and I'm going to use all 3 of them. Because whatever we don't eat, my husband will eat for lunch. All right, let me pour that out. So there's no chicken juice. All right. So real simple, right down on the bottom. Now, if you notice, I have them kind of on the outskirts of the bottom, and this is the 3-quart that I'm using. So they're kind of on the outskirts of the bottom down there. Why do I do that? A microwave cooks from the outside in, and these are very dense pieces. And so because of that, you want them to be on the outskirts of whatever you're cooking in so that it will cook and cook the longest and the greatest. And that's a big piece. I'm going to prepare all the food. And then when I pop it in, we're going to talk about the stack cooker. So bear with me. We're going to get it all prepared. And then I want to tell you more about what we're doing, about the pieces, because there's a lot of tips and tricks and things about it that I'd like you to know. So bear with me through this part, and then I'll tell you a little bit more once I pop it in the microwave, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I like to cook with stick butter. So, because of that, let's just use this. I always put like a little pad of butter on each of the chicken breasts. I cook with real butter. I don't like margarine. That's nothing but plastic, and I sell it. I don't eat it. So I'm going to divide this down into 3, and we're going to put just a little pad of butter. I cannot cut myself on each of the chicken breasts. Oh, there we go. Throw that away. All right, and my house likes adobo. I don't know who cooks with adobo. Adobo is a Hispanic I believe it's a Hispanic. I'm not sure if it's Guatemalan, but I know it's a Hispanic spice. I was introduced to it when I inherited my family. Never had cooked with adobo before, but my husband and his mom cooked with it religiously. And so when he moved here, when we first met and all that, and he moved here, it kind of came with him. So now I'm kind of addicted to it, and I use it quite a bit. And it's got a great flavor to it. And I'm not exactly even sure how to say what flavor it is. It's just kind of an allspice. And so it's got quite a bit different, a lot of different things happening with it. So what I do use it. And then I'm also going to use oregano and basil just to give it a little bit more seasony flavor. I don't measure. I just kind of throw it in, and whatever works. So, yeah, so I don't really have a recipe per se. This is just one of those meals that we like to do quite a bit. So that being said, I'm also going to do one other thing. I like to poke the chicken with a fork. Give it some holes, because I think, well, at least maybe that's one of the things I kind of learned. I don't know. Maybe I made it up. Who knows? Maybe somebody who cooks can tell me. What I feel like is when I do this, I feel like that allows the butter to penetrate. Maybe the spices too. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't do anything. I just do it because I feel like it's one of those things that makes it a better chicken. So now I've got my spice shakers, and I absolutely love these. I talk about them all the time because you guys get to see them all the time. We've got one side that's got, I want to throw it everywhere. One side that's got the open side where you can stick a measuring spoon down in there. I'm going to just use the other side, which has the holes. And the really cool thing is, like I've showed, is that it's got the teeth. So when you put it back down, it pushes anything that might be in those holes back down into the spice shaker. So you never get a clog, which is awesome. It's a great feature. And these are part of our Modular Mate line. I have all different colors. Right now we have on sale the sapphire color and the black. So they come out in different colors from time to time. I am just going to sprinkle. Like I said, I don't really measure. And then we're going to do some oregano. Now with oregano, it is a little bit bigger flake. So I use the other side because it won't come through the holes. But we're just going to put just a little bit. And then a little bit of basil. I don't know if that'll come through the holes or not. Just to add some flavor. Okay. Easy peasy. Throw these back here real quick. I don't have a whole lot of counter space, so I like to get it off my area if I can. There you go. That's what the chicken looks like now that I've got it all prepared. That is on the bottom layer. Now we're going to put that in. I'm going to throw the potatoes in. And with the potatoes, I'm going to kind of try to make a hole in the middle. You see that? Just so that everything's pushed out to the center, just like for the same reason that I explained to you before. And of course, I'm going to put adobo all over our potatoes. The other thing that I will do is I'm going to add some pads of butter around, just like I did before. Just a little bit here and there, so that it has a little butter flavoring. We like butter. I like butter. All right. A little bit here and there. I cut my finger one time with this knife, so I tend to be really cautious because it is super sharp. All right. Get those pieces off and that off. Probably way too much butter, but you know what? You can't ever have too much butter in my opinion. Okay. Now, the third and final layer is, put it right on top, is our apple crisp. Now, the apple crisp is super easy. It is basically, it is a can of apple pie filling. It is a cup and a half of regular cake mix, like yellow cake mix. It is a fourth a cup of butter melted, and it is 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now, I'm going to get this to doing its melty thing while I'm doing the others. So I've put my butter already in here. These are our amazing micro pitchers. Love these little guys. Put them in the microwave just like this. This is actually the 2 cup, and this is a 1 cup. So, but you can use them interchangeably, and you can put the top right on it so that when you put it in the microwave, it doesn't splatter. Give me just a second. There we go. All right. Put that in there to start melting. And of course, our can opener. Those of you guys who have watched any of my shows know I love my can opener. So I'm going to open it up with the can opener. Can opener does where it separates the top from the can. So you're never getting any sharp edges. You're not getting any anything like that. It separates it, which I absolutely love. And I have really bad carpal tunnel. So for me to use a manual can opener, it's really hard typically. This one, have no problems whatsoever. Use the tooth and you pull it right up and grab it right. And the really nice thing is, it's popping. The really nice thing is that I'm not hurting myself at all because there are no sharp edges at all. It is completely clean, which is amazing. So if you have littles, then you're not worried that they may hurt themselves or whatever. Okay, so you're basically going to just, in the cover, remember this was the cover, and I just made it go upside down, inverted it, and you're going to pour right in there using the Tupperware spatula, of course. I love the spatula. Spatula is amazing. You can actually separate the head from the stick, which enables you to be able to clean it much easier. It also has a tooth, I say a tooth, a pointy part. It's not really a tooth. It's a pointy part down there that gets into the crevices and helps you to really get everything out of there. All right, get it all spread around. Awesome, awesome. Put that down. Over there. Okay. So we're spreading the pie filling to the inverted top. We are going to sprinkle the cake mix on top. And I'm keeping cake mix now in a modular mate because I feel like a lot of these types of crumbles call for that cake mix. So I want to start keeping some in my kitchen. So that's why I have it in a modular mate, which, don't you love it? It's a super oval. Modular mates are amazing. I call them the lady Legos. I'm probably going to make a mess, which is so not good. So it calls for 1.5 cups. Actually, it technically calls for 9 ounces. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit because, yeah, I want it to be crumbly. Get Get our butter. Put that to the side. All right, and then you're just going to sprinkle that cake mix all over the top. And if I see that it's enough at 1 cup, I may stop at the 1 cup. And you basically just want it covering all of the area. Yeah, I think 1 cup is going to be plenty. I don't think I need to go to the, I might add just a little bit manually. I've never done this crumble before. And it looks so easy that I just was like, okay, I got to try it. My husband loves apple. And so I hope that this is going to be yummy. There we go. Just sprinkle a little bit. Okay. Where'd my top go? There we go. All right. So I'm going to put that over here. Then next we're going to drizzle the butter, which is all melted, as you can see. This is the new color of the stack cooker, by the way. It's this, I don't know if you can see it, it's this peacock color. So pretty. And we're going to drizzle that just over the top. I hope I did enough. All right. And then lastly, it calls for 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Here are our measuring spoons, which are amazing. Tupperware was rated the best and the most accurate by Good Housekeeping, I believe it was. And so because of that, we actually have 2 extra. We actually have 2 extra in our set that you usually do not get. So you're getting a set of 6. And they all clip together, which I think is amazing. They stack right on top of each other. So you just basically pull out the one that you need, which I need 3/4 teaspoon somewhere. Where'd it go? That one is not in here. Do we have a 3/4 teaspoon? Half a teaspoon? Nope, that's okay. I'm going to break it down. I need to get more cinnamon. All right. So we're going to do 3 of these. All right. There we go. Perfect. So now we have, let's recap what all I put together. Now we have the chicken on the bottom. So let me show you that. Chicken. That's in the 3/4. Then I've got my potatoes that we did on the mandolin with lots of butter and all my adobo, of course. Stack that right in. And then the apple crisp right on top. Now, I'm going to put this in for 10 minutes because that's what the apple crisp needs. But then I'm probably going to pull it out and I'm going to need to check that chicken. We're going to talk for at least hopefully the 10 minutes so that I can show you the apple crisp. I do want to tell you, it may not be the full 10 minutes, but let me throw this in the microwave real quick. Mainly because I've talked a lot and we've been doing quite a bit. Okay. So let's talk about that stack cooker, because the stack cooker is, I can't even tell you how amazing that whole stacking is. Think about what I just did. I just put an entire meal together and I stuck it in the microwave. to cook all together. That is an amazing technology to me. You can use them singly. We even have a mini stack cooker. I think it's a mini, where it's, I believe it is just the 7 cup, the 1 3/4 quart, and then a cover to where you, or it might be just 3 quart. It's one of the pieces and a cover that you can actually purchase. And I think it's on sale right now. I think it's in the brochure. So you can, if you wanted to try it out, it's a smaller way to do it. Now, this is an appliance. I say that because it is, I believe it's on sale right now for $99. Now, remember, we do have the lifetime warranty. So if anything happens to it, if it breaks, if it cracks, anything like that, it is covered under the warranty. It is dishwasher safe, so that makes it easy. You can throw it in the dishwasher. I do believe it is freezer safe. Someone, if you're on and you're one of the reps, tell me if I'm wrong about that, or I'll check. But I believe it's freezer safe to where you can actually prep a meal and stick it in the freezer. You don't want to leave it in there for too long because, again, the cover is a cover, but you would use the seal that comes with it, which makes it airtight and liquid tight. So you could stick that in the freezer. But you can do a whole chicken. You use the cone when doing the whole chicken, and you use the 3 quart, and you basically stick the whole chicken with its hiney or the neck or whatever piece that is, the whole, you stick it onto the cone and into the 3 quart and then into the microwave. And you can do that. And with meats, it is typically 6 minutes per pound. So that kind of helps you to know how much time to do it. Okay, so I'm going to throw that over there. You can do soups and sauces. You can do rices and pastas. You can brown your ground beef, like I said, which is amazing. It's one of those things that I do constantly when I do my tacos, when I do my chilies, and I don't want to stand over a hot stove. I will brown it in the stack cooker. I can throw it in there. I do about 2.5 pounds at about 10 minutes to get it browned. That's, everybody's microwave is a little different. That's the one that I do is huge. I love to use the browning of the ground beef. You can micro bake, which we've already talked about, which is you use that 3 quart and the cone, or you can even do a 3 layer. So you use all of the 3 pieces, and you can do it in 9 minutes or less. You don't have to grease it. There's no greasing. There's no flouring. It pops right out once it's cooled. The bottom, like I said, is a 3 quart, which is a 12 cup. That middle piece is a 7 cup or a 1 3/4 quart. The cover is considered a 3 cup, and it's a 3/4 quart. Little bit of facts about microwave cooking. It is basically 4 to 1. So whatever you do in the oven, it's 4 to 1. So for example, say you do a 40-minute item in the oven, it would only take 10 minutes in the microwave. So that is amazing. Plus, you have to remember that when you're cooking in the microwave takes a little bit of time after it beeps. So you want to let it sit and rest for 3 to 5 minutes because it's still cooking once you're all said and done. Like I said, meats are typically about 6 minutes per pound. Fish, if you do fish, which I do quite a bit, it's 3 minutes per pound, just depending on how much you have. You can do pastas. You basically, with pastas, want to put just enough water in it to cover it, and it usually takes about 7 to 9 minutes. 2 cups of pasta with enough water to cover it. You can do corn on the cob, which I've never tried, but I really want to because it just sounds awesome. So you can do that 2 minutes per ear and end up with corn on the cob all ready to go. Then you can even do rice, like a minute rice. You do 2 cups of rice for 2 cups of water, and it's about 8 or 9 minutes. So there's all kinds, and that's just a couple ideas. There's all kinds of ideas that you can do in this thing to make your life so much easier in the kitchen and allow you to have so much more family time because you're not slaving over a hot stove. Also, in the summertime when it's hot outside, you're not starting up the oven and having to heat up the house as well. Plus, you're eating healthier because it will typically lock in all those nutrients as you're doing your steaming or your cooking in the microwave. Makes it so much better. So anyway, we are at about 4 minutes, but I'm going to have to give it more time. I know I will, because that chicken won't be done. So I'll tell you what, we're at 45 minutes of our time, and I don't like to keep you guys too much longer than that. I will post a final picture and let you see what it looks like as it comes out. And so please check back and look down into the comments, and I'll make sure that I post everything that I did, just like I always do. Thanks so much for joining me this week. I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. If you get a chance and you want to share out my video, for every person that shares out the video, if there's at least 2 people that share out my video, I will put you into a drawing in order to get a special gift from me. So for every person that shares out this video to their timeline and basically promotes TupperTime with Traci with me, then I will give you a chance to win a gift from me just for doing that. Thanks so much again. I hope to see you again next week. We do this every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central. And if you have any questions or you have any suggestions as to what you would like me to cook, please, down in the comments, feel free to put it right down there for me, and I will definitely take a look at it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.